Hello, everyone. The dollar is dropping, and for the wrong reason. We're still in a trade war with everyone. Other countries' opinion of the US is going straight down, but will that make people run to Bitcoin? Will they see it as a hedge? In the past, when the dollar drops, it's not because other countries didn't really doubted the United States in terms of stability. It's because of like trade and external forces. This time, I do actually believe it's because they doubt the stability of the United States, having a trade war with everyone, and they don't really trust the United States anymore. Now, Bitcoin is a global entity. So if they're looking for a place to actually put their money, Bitcoin might actually be it. And if they want to look for other products, you have Bitcoin ETFs. And later in the year, you might actually get 70 or more than 70 crypto ETFs that are awaiting the SEC's decision. We know that Paul Atkins has gotten sworn in and he's a pro-crypto person. So he might be approving these ETFs later next year. I do believe a bunch will actually get accepted between September and October, and that might actually be the trigger for altcoins, September, October. I also think, Bitcoin with the ETFs and the products, and people losing faith in the United States and remembering that Bitcoin is a global phenomenon that isn't controlled by the United States, they might want to allocate some money there. Now, we could actually just be in a phase where Bitcoin's waiting a day or two to actually follow the market, and we've actually seen that before. If the stocks keep going down, Bitcoin may follow, but we could also be slowly decoupling because the last couple of weeks, they haven't been nearly as good for the market as they have been for Bitcoin. Now, we're still about 20% down on Bitcoin, just like we are about 15% down from the Dow Jones and maybe 20% down from the NASDAQ. So they've generally been trending in the same direction for the last couple of months. But maybe this is a breakout because people are signaling dissatisfaction with the United States, and the dollar index actually shows it at this point. So there could actually be like a new phenomenon actually going on. And this is the first time the dollar has been under 100 solidly for any amount of time. Of course, this is not good for the United States because you don't really want other countries to lose faith in you, dump your bonds and stuff. But, and generally, high bond yields is bad for crypto. But if people are really losing faith in the United States, it doesn't really matter how high your bond rates go. People just aren't going to buy them. And right now, there is a glut of supply for bonds. And if people are looking for assets that are not controlled by the United States government, you either have gold or Bitcoin. Now, I do think a lot of people are going to go to gold, and I do think gold is going to continue to keep rising. But some of that money might actually flow into Bitcoin if people see Bitcoin as a hedge. And maybe when we get some of these more than 70 ETFs at the end of the year, and they're like all over the place with like Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano, and like there's even like Bonk, BNB, Melania Coin ETFs. If some of these get approved, people might actually look at this too. Maybe even US people will look at non-US based investments, and they want more of a decentralized solution rather than something that's controlled by the US government. If even US people are doubting the stability of the US government, obviously, like the economic ratings right now are very, very low because our economy doesn't really depend on crypto. If that continues to go down, maybe even US investors will flow into Bitcoin. So there's a lot of opportunity here that's generally bad for the United States, but could actually be really good for crypto holders and could actually force crypto prices up if the economic situation plays out and other countries just want to dump US bonds and dump US investments. They might actually go into Bitcoin and perhaps even other crypto investments, but I'm going to guess mainly Bitcoin. So I'm not really sure what to think about this, but there is a chance, a non-zero chance this happens because the fact that the United States is essentially picking a fight with everyone. And strangely, amid the economic activity, there is a chance that this could benefit crypto. So let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Are people actually running to crypto or Bitcoin at least as DXY drops? Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys later.